Hey everybody, it's Lon.TV, and it's time once again for another weekly wrap-up. And the last time we did a wrap-up video, I was talking to you about my 2023 plans and how shorts were going to be part of that. However, my plans are changing because I feel as though us creators are getting shorted on shorts, and I wanted to give you some analysis about what I am seeing so far since this monetization program began. This will be of use, I think, to creators who are interested in seeing if this is worth spending time on, but also to viewers as well, because this ultimately impacts the experience of everyone on YouTube, creators and viewers. So let's get to it. Now, the last time we spoke, we were about a day or two away from YouTube rolling out their monetization program for short-form content. And a lot of folks were very excited about this, myself included, because YouTube was going all in on this, and they wanted to cut us in on the revenue that they were generating. And based on how the partnership program has been working, for me at least, over the last decade or so, is that it's been a pretty fair program. YouTube, of course, hosts the video for free. They keep a portion of the ad revenue and give you a cut of it. And they have been very transparent, I think, with creators about how much money they're making and how things split, at least insofar as your channel is concerned. So for example, this is a little card from my YouTube analytics on one of my videos, and here YouTube is saying that we are collecting about $8 per every 1,000 views that this video is getting, and of course they're giving you your cut of it, which I believe is about 55% for creators in the long-form partnership program. Now, every video is different based on the topic and the vertical that you're covering, and of course the number here is going to vary from one video to the next, but still YouTube is telling creators, hey, we're collecting this much, so you know that we're being honest with you. Now, one thing to point out though is that not every view is monetized, so this is only based on the views that your video gets that have an ad attached to it, but still you can see what your general value is to the platform and maybe look at topics that bring in a little more CPM versus others if you're looking to up your revenue stream. Now, the general split of revenue right now on the long form stuff is 55% of net revenues from ads displayed or streamed on public videos. On the short side, it's less, it's 45%, but it's a very different calculation because shorts is relying upon a pool that gets allocated as opposed to being on a video per video basis. So whereas in the long form video we see exactly how much that video is earning, now with shorts we don't. They basically take all the money in and decide how much we get, and they don't disclose how big this pool is. So this is a very big shift in how YouTube calculates monetization. So let's take a look and see how my shorts are performing on the channel. I have about a half a dozen shorts uploaded. Since February 1st, when the new program began, I've had about 8,500 views on those shorts, and I was expecting about that much, so the view count I'm not complaining about necessarily. And if we look at how much those videos have earned though, this is where I get a little concerned. 23 cents, that is it. This translates out to about 3 cents per 1,000 views, which is next to nothing. And this is kind of what a lot of other creators are experiencing also, and I'll show you this in a second. Now, in addition to the ads though, you're also eligible for YouTube Premium views. And YouTube Premium has been pretty good, I think, to creators overall because you're generally paid by the minute. So you can see here that on YouTube Premium, I'm bringing in just as much money from premium viewers as I am from the short feed ads. And I think premium is probably going to be the best outcome here for shorts viewers. But because shorts are so short, you're not going to get a lot from premium viewers watching your content when your video can only be about a minute overall in length. Now let's take a look at a larger creator here. This is McJuggernuggets. I think I've heard of this guy before. He's had 2.7 million views on his shorts, and he's brought in a whopping $73. Now, if you have a video that hits 2.7 million views in a month, you're making a lot more than 73 bucks. You can probably pay your rent or mortgage with that revenue share. And he's also seeing a revenue share of 3 cents per 1,000. He says it's honestly better than he anticipated and better than TikTok. Well, yeah, anything is better than nothing because TikTok pays pretty much nothing to creators for what they produce. And this has me concerned overall for the future of this platform and independent content in general because YouTube is pushing both creators and viewers over to shorts. They want a greater percentage of people watching shorts versus long-form content. The reason is they're likely going to make a lot more money because they're sharing a lot less with the people making the content. And this was backed up by a statement from a YouTube employee that I had a conversation with over Twitter. This is Rene Ritchie, the creator liaison. Now, Rene's a good guy. He covered Apple for many years for imore.com and did a stint on the Twit network on MacBreak Weekly. He then went on to create his own channel, and then YouTube hired him as their creator liaison. And when he posted up this short video the other day on Twitter about some tips on YouTube Shorts, I replied and said, hey, you know, these CPMs just aren't working for me. They've proven to be so low, it doesn't make sense for me to invest in shorts. And this reply concerned me, especially because it came from a YouTube employee. He says, personally, I don't look at CPM, RPM for any video format, including long form. Speak for yourself. The potential for discovery, brand deals, shopping, affiliate, product marketing, content testing, and more are just too great for me to ignore. And what this says to me is that YouTube is taking the tack that Instagram and TikTok and others have taken, which is, hey, you know what? You can use our platform for free. We'll profit off of your content for free. And if you make some side deals to get a sponsor or something, we're not going to try to take any part of that from you. The problem is that those platforms become littered with just paid shills for companies as opposed to people doing work that's independently created. And one of the things that I like about YouTube is that I don't have to go out and sell ads for the videos that you watch here. Most of my videos are not sponsored because I get money from YouTube's revenue share, and I have no part in what ads they're putting in front of you either. I just do my video, YouTube does their thing. It's as close to a traditional newsroom model as you can get, where I can focus on editorial, YouTube focuses on the sales and marketing, and I have no connection to what they're doing on the sales side. But here we have a YouTube employee telling me that we shouldn't be thinking about this any longer and go out and try to find some side deals. Now, as many of you know, a good portion of my revenue comes from affiliate links, so let's see how well external links work on shorts. Unfortunately, they don't work very well at all. So here is an example of a short from my channel playing on my iPhone here. And as you can see, there's no place to go to get the video description, at least one that's not clear to the viewer. Now, what you have to do to see the description is to go up here to these 3 periods and then click on description, and then you can get into this thing and click out to some other place. But it's not clear to the user that there's anything in that part there. Now, to be fair, you could also hold your finger down and get the same thing to pull up, but that's not made clear to viewers either. So getting affiliate clicks is a lot more difficult on shorts than it is on a long form video. And it's not much better on desktop. As you can see, there is no description visible to the user, and you have to go over here to those periods again to see that description pop up. So they've really buried this, even more so than they have on mobile long form videos. But at least on mobile, there's a prompt here to click on more and then get to that description. On shorts, they have just hidden it completely from the user. And then, of course, if we go back over to my desktop computer here, you can see just how visible these affiliate links are on the desktop side, right here above the fold. But again, the description is still very accessible. Another thing that I noticed with this on the short side is that when you're creating a video, they want you to make the video on the phone. And there's no option, at least on the iPhone right now, to put a description into the video. So you often have to post it and then run over to a desktop computer and get the rest of the details punched in. It is not very good to get people off-site, and I don't think YouTube wants to get people off-site. So I respectfully disagree with what Rene is suggesting here. It's much more difficult with shorts now to get additional revenue opportunities, especially opportunities that go outside of the YouTube ecosystem like affiliate links. And I ran an experiment over the weekend here to see exactly how well shorts do with external linking versus a long form video. So what I did on the main channel was posted up a little short that got 1,922 views, and then I put a similar video up on my extras channel that was longer, where I unboxed the item that was in the short. And what I found, embedding 2 different sets of links in both of these videos, is that one performed a lot better per view. So for example, we got 89 clicks on the links that I put in the short video and 78 clicks on the long form video. That translates out on the short to about a 4.6% click-through ratio and 14.6 on the long form video. And I would expect these numbers to hold up, if not get a little better for the long form video over time. Now, here's something interesting about these clicks. They're not coming from mobile phones, but rather from computers. I was able to take a look at my analytics on my URL shortener, and sure enough, most of the clicks are coming from a PC or Mac, not from a mobile phone. However, of interest is that most of my Shorts views are coming from mobile phones, which means that the people who are clicking are on a computer where it's more apparent that you can click on something to find the video description. But we're not seeing much in the way of affiliate link clicks from mobile. So this notion that this will somehow enhance affiliate revenue, I think, is false. Let's take a look at the revenue. So on the short video, we're looking at about a nickel per thousand, including premium views. On the longer video, we can expect $4.34 per thousand. So I would actually do better with lower views on the extras channel than I would with a short on the main channel. And to take this even further, let's take a look at how people are finding my shorts so far in February. And I've noted this before on the channel that a bulk of my viewership comes from people who are not subscribed to me, and I get a lot of traffic by YouTube and Google search. So if I'm putting up shorts that are earning maybe a nickel per thousand views, or I'm putting up a long form video that could do $4, $5, $6 per thousand views, which one should I do, right? I'm cannibalizing my content if I do what YouTube wants me to do by putting up more shorts, because I am compensated pennies on the dollar by YouTube for a short versus a long form video. So it actually hurts the business here for me to be putting up shorts, because if people are searching for videos and they're going to my shorts instead of my long form videos, I lose out. So there's really no incentive for me, or anyone really, to put in a lot of effort into these shorts videos, because it's going to actually hurt you monetarily. You might get some more subscribers, maybe, but ultimately I think the outcome here is that financially you're going to be worse off. And that's why I respectfully disagree with the creator liaison here, who says he sees this as endless opportunity and he appreciates my feedback. However, I see this more as one of these notions of working for exposure as opposed to getting some compensation that I think is fair for the work that I put in, especially given how I think good YouTube has been in this partner program up until now, and this is a vast departure from it. But let's dive into that subscriber question. How many subscribers did I get? Well, over the course of February's activity here so far, we've had about 8,500 views of shorts, and I've picked up a net 2 subscribers, but I lost 7 subscribers who don't like shorts. So we had 9 new subscribers, we lost 7, and we're up 2. And therefore, I feel a bit shorted here on shorts, and I think many other creators are going to start realizing this soon as well. My expectation was very different than what we're seeing here. I thought YouTube was going to treat this program much like they treated their long-form program, which has been, I think, a real revolution for the creation of independent voices on the internet. And unfortunately, they are adopting the same policies that their competitors are adopting, keeping more money for themselves and reducing opportunities for independent content creators to earn a living here. I hope that we don't see too many people get driven away from long-form content over the course of this transition that YouTube is making, but either way, right now, it's not good, and I'm very concerned when we have staff members of YouTube saying, don't focus on the partnership revenue any longer, you shouldn't do that. That's a real warning flag for me as to where I think this company is going. And maybe they have to, but guess what? It's going to be a very challenging year, I think, if they really are aggressive in moving people away from long form. We'll see what happens, but I am not optimistic on shorts, and I was a lot more optimistic, as many of you know, 2 weeks ago, but this is really bad for the platform and bad for independent content creation. Now, this week's wrap-up, on a cheerier note, is being brought to you by all of you. And of course, YouTube does have ways in which viewers can support channels directly. They do take a cut, though. Now, contributing via Super Chat and Super Thanks this week are Mark Dale, Brett Wetzel, John Prawl, and Arthur Rosario. I also want to thank 2 new supporters we have added on to the roster since the last time we got together, Beverly Casio and Leroy Feather. I want to thank everyone who contributed this week and everyone who's been contributing on an ongoing basis and all of you who watch on a regular basis too, because all of those things equal channel growth. And if you want to support the channel, you can. You can go to Lon.TV/support and make a monthly or a one-time contribution to the channel. My preferred method is the place you'll go when you visit that link, because I use a platform called DonorBox that takes the least amount out of your contribution. Basically, they charge you credit card fees, and that's pretty much it. There's a very minimal platform fee versus all the other ones that take a larger percentage of what you're contributing to the channel. So a lot of times people ask me, what's the best way to go? DonorBox for me is always the best. But for convenience, we do take the YouTube membership program, Patreon, and of course Floatplane, which is a great platform that is run by Linus Tech Tips, and a portion of your contribution there goes towards keeping the platform up and running, because they are rolling their own tech YouTube, and I'm happy and honored to be a part of that because I really appreciate the work that they do. Now, there's other channels you can find me on, including the Extras channel that we mentioned earlier. I do a lot of unboxings and supplementary content there. We have a podcast, which is the audio version of this show when I do them, which you can find at Lon.TV/anchor. And then, of course, we've got my Snippets channel, the live streams that I do a couple of times a week, and then the Floatplane and Amazon links. The Amazon links, by the way, will take you to my Amazon page, and you can watch a lot of what I do ad-free over there. That's all affiliate-based as opposed to CPM advertising-based, but it works out well for the channel here. If you want to engage with the channel, we've got my email list. The Lon.TV/email link is my weekly email. My digest email comes out whenever I have a new video at Lon.TV/digest. We also have the Facebook group, the Discord, and the Telegram. And next weekend, we're probably going to be doing another one of my giveaways and sales on Whatnot. So if you go to Lon.TV/whatnot, and sign up there, I think they'll give you $15 to spend anywhere on the platform. It's a really fun auction site that's all live streaming. And what's cool about it is that when I do get the list of stuff that's ready to get sold on this, you can actually pre-bid ahead of time. You don't have to be there to participate, although the giveaways are in person. So we'll be probably doing that Saturday or Sunday. So if you want to get notified, follow me on Whatnot at Lon.TV/Lon1, or you can sign up for my Store Alert email, which is a different email address than I have for those other two newsletters that I send out. And I will be letting everyone know via the Store Alert email when we're going to be doing that sale and giveaway. We're actually going to give away the Razer Edge that you saw a little bit earlier in this video. So stay tuned. We'll have more details on that. And that is going to do it for this week's weekly wrap-up. Hope you all found this interesting. I know a lot of you who are not creators do love the YouTube platform, and I think it's important for all of us to know the changes that they might be making here that I don't think are really good for the platform. So let me know what you thought down in the comments below, and that'll do it for now. Until next time, this is Lon Seidman. Thanks for watching.
This channel is brought to you by the Lon.TV supporters, including gold level supporters Brian Parker, Chris Allegretta, Hot Sauce and Video Games, Logic KGR, Tom Albrecht, and Amda Brown. If you want to help the channel, you can by contributing as little as $1 a month. Head over to Lon.TV/support to learn more. And don't forget to subscribe. Visit Lon.TV/s.